Hey, kids.
Hey.
You like this show, right?
No.
Well, then you're going to love a different show because it's not this show.
Oh, yay.
Yay! Oh, wait. No, I meant an adult. If you don't like this show, we've got another show that we think you will like, that we think you should listen to. And this is a show called Band Camp. It's a hilarious and unique podcast that takes on the serious subject of censorship and banned books, hosted by the very funny Jennifer and Dan. So they examine why books get banned. And this season, they're reading Mark Twain's classic, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, no.
One chapter at a time, out loud.
Wow.
And I'm very curious to see how that's going to go on a podcast.
Not well.
Uncensored?
Yeah, they don't have the part about Tom Sawyer in it. I'm sorry. They left that part out.
Okay, good, because that was the trouble part.
Yeah. I can't. Why would he make his friend paint a fence for him?
Ban this thing.
Yeah,
wait. Their raft doesn't have an oar. There's no way to steer it. Ban this thing. No, I don't like this.
Well, they're going to get into why it was banned in the first place. So listen to Band Camp to find out. In previous seasons, they've read To Kill a Mockingbird, Fahrenheit 451, and The Outsiders, which I have not read. The Outsiders.
451 is banned?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Well, when the one government took over and started burning all the copies.
Wait. This book is about how it's bad what we're doing. We better ban this one too.
Yeah, this one tells them.
Yeah.
Let's ban this dictionary that only explains what irony means. But look, you're going to have to listen to Bandcamp to find out why.
Yeah.
So look for Bandcamp. That's band with 2 N's on your favorite podcast player and subscribe today. Let's get banned together. Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
The temperature at which books are banned. By the way, this comes out 5 days before Christmas.
Okay.
On the 5 days before Christmas,
my true love gave to me Hanukkah gelt.
She overbought Hanukkah gelt.
Discount track Hanukkah gelt. And a bunch of dented cans of Campbell's soup. Welcome into the pre-Christmas episode of
Soup is Coop.
Hanukkah gelt is still available.
Candy is dandy.
The Candy Review
Podcast.
The Candy Review podcast, where each week we pick a different candy. Yeah, God, why can't I remember what we just did it?
We pick a different candy.
Yes, please.
We do some candy news.
We do.
We review the candy. We give a little history on the candy. We eat the candy. We rate the candy. I did get a little mixed up with the candy.
I go into a candy coma.
We play a candy game.
We go candy crazy.
A lot of candy here.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say there's a lot of candy here.
There's a lot of candy.
We might have a problem.
Right. This is the man with no problem, Daniel Zaffron.
The man with many problems, Greg Gonzalez.
Oh,
man, that's only a problem. Beto Sistos.
I've finally turned them against each other. Now they can't team up against me. So this is our Christmas show.
Are we even allowed to celebrate Christmas this year?
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. And happy holidays to you.
Actually, holidays are a little too offensive these days. It's Happy Honda Days now. Well, that's all we can say. Right, America? So before we get into anything, we have a little top of the show.
Top of show to you.
Christmas edition.
Ding, 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 ding.
No, I wasn't doing ho, ho, ho. I had a good idea. I was going, oh. Top of the roof for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Right?
Top of the roof to you.
How do you do it? Are you like a vessel for a greater being?
Well, I start out on the North Pole on Christmas Eve, and I check my lists once or twice.
Between 1 and 3 times.
This top of the show. Okay, so here's it's something I say a lot, and it bears explaining.
Don't stop eating potato bread.
Reese's are good.
I said needs explaining. Anyone with a mouth would understand what I mean when I say that. So it's something that a way I describe a lot of candies, which is that they taste like butt.
Oh,
yeah.
And Greg always seems confused by this. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly What you mean?
A couple of butt eaters in the room today.
Greg, I don't know what he means, and it's making me a little uncomfortable.
He's licking his lips a lot. He turned into a cartoon wolf.
In one fluid motion, he ripped off his belt and his shirt when he said that to me.
He's beating his head with a shoe now. I think he knows what you mean.
The best way to describe it is like, you know how if like a kid who, I mean, I got to describe a butt to you, Greg, like a kid in school who just spent like lunch or recess playing sports the whole time.
Yeah.
And then he comes in.
Can't even think of a sport. Playing sports.
Like chess or something.
He's playing like a ball.
He was playing like something really gets your heart going. He's playing Digimon. But so then he just like comes in sweaty and sits next to you in class and he just smells like butt and he just smells really gross. Or like, it's like
an unwashed kid sweaty, like a sweaty unwashed kid, like a gym bag.
Yeah, like a gym bag or like a wet dog. Like that's what these butt candies smell like to me.
See, like
you like wet dog.
I like wet dog. A butt saying something tastes like a caca, a doo-doo, an S word, and saying butt, it's too similar to me. So you say butt, I think, that's where poo comes from.
It doesn't. I mean,
what you mean is sweat, like locked up butt sweat.
There's poo in the sweat, but
it's brown sweat.
It's not like, whoa, this smells like, because there's things that smell like a toilet.
Sure.
I'm looking at two of them right now.
Yeah,
but there's a difference between a toilet and a butt.
Can you draw me a picture? I'm confused.
I got you these books. They're called Everybody Butts.
So just to be clear. Doo-doo, caca, toilet, and butt. Three distinct tastes.
Smells. Yeah,
that's really interesting. Actually,
your tongue is separated into three taste buds.
Yeah. There's the butt receptors.
Yeah, the toilet receptors.
That is interesting because I think there is a different. Like if something like this smells like poo. It smells like poo. This smells like a toilet. It kind of smells like.
So
this is what people want to hear before we eat a bunch of candy.
I'm curious that you trying to get specific was basically like, what do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? Like you don't get any more specific. You just say like, it also smells like these two other things, but I can't specify what the butt tastes like.
It is more sweat. It is more sweat, but is not just sweat. It's sweat with fecal matter.
There we go.
It smells gross. Like it smells like a teenage boy.
It smells like an unwashed teenage boy after
which I haven't smelled since I was also a teenage boy.
It's weird. Your car also smells like that. How come the passenger seat of your car smells like that?
I told them I don't want the teenage boy air freshener. I want the septic doo-doo tank.
Or my name is John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, put it on the Gacy account.
Put this on the Gacy file.
So that's what I mean. It's just kind of like a dank wet dog sort of thing.
Okay.
Like it doesn't smell like feces. It just smells like butt.
But there's hint of feces in it.
It's making a beautiful perfume that I can't quite put my finger on.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what butts smell like.
I thought you meant cigarette butts this whole time. And that's what I'm stupid.
Here's another interesting question. When Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park says, hold on to your butts, does he mean cigarette butts or your rumpus?
I had never even questioned that it was your rumpus, that your back end, until recently. I think you brought it up. He's probably talking about his cigarette because he's smoking the whole movie.
Is he smoking in that scene?
Yeah, he's always smoking.
I think he's smoking every scene he's in.
He was smoking, even his severed hand, I think, might have had, when he got eaten by the Velociraptor, might have still had the cigarette.
And his hand did sign language said, it's a living.
Hang on to your meat, it said. Yeah, so anyway, that's what butts smell like.
Thank you. What a great top of the show that was. Usually we get like some informative information. This one was just like...
This is why people listen to candy.
This is why I listen
for the butts.
Yeah, for the
butts. Wait, they don't. So now it's on to a less disgusting segment called Candy News. Boy. Here we go. Oh.
No, yeah.
Hang on, let me get my tuning fork out.
I'm getting into it.
He's waddling over here.
Oh, there it is. Are you ready, listeners?
It is Mr. Krabs.
Oh, who sails in a chocolate boat across the sea?
This guy.
Choco. Melty and creamy and salty is he. Captain Choco. If nautical nonsense is something you wish. Captain Choco. Drop on the deck and flop like Swedish fish. Yar.
Captain Choco. Captain Choco. Captain Choco.
Yar.
Voiced by Tom Kenny.
Avast me landlubbers, I got ye candy news from Sugar Skull Island.
Oh my God, that's where Sugar King Kong is from.
Exactly, home of the cannibalistic Sour Patch Tribe. And of course, Candy Kong.
Oh yeah, that's better than Sugar Candy Kong.
Talk about some serious booty, yar.
I mean, you want to talk about something that smells like butt and wet dog, you gotta go to Candy Skull Island.
Enjoy your news, you salty caramel dogs. I'm off to sail the 7-Ups.
Oh, that's a candy.
It is, yeah. I actually looked it up. It is a candy.
7-Up is a candy?
No joke. Google 7-Up candy.
They have a 7-Up candy? Or
There-
are you
there
saying
is
that
a-
the soda 7-Up?
There is a candy that is not the soda named 7-Up.
Oh.
Yeah, a little hidden
This is
gem.
not candy news,
That's a
by the
deep
way.
cut for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not candy news? I was hoping it was.
Deep cut 7-Up.
More sweet adventures await. Farewell, me hearties. I'm off to plunder some Hanukkiahs.
Oh, these pirates going around taking my Hanukkiahs. Who are these pirates?
By the way, you best start believing in podcasts. You're in one.
Oh my God.
He's one of the guys from Pirates of the Caribbean that's chasing one of the girls around.
Yeah.
I knew him from somewhere.
Well, he got canceled and now he gets chased by the girls, actually. But because they want their Hanukkiahs back.
Yeah, he's auctioning off Hanukkiahs.
Captain Jack Sparrow and the 40 sunken Hanukkiahs. The newest Pirates of the Kabbalarian.
Also, super crazy. There's a Captain Choco cereal.
Really?
Yeah.
What the
Also
hell?
found that out.
Wait a minute. Is this another like that newscaster you kept telling me is a real person and Captain
real
Choco
person.
is a real person?
I didn't know Captain Choco. I came up with the name and then I Googled it.
He's a
just
war
to-
reporter, right?
Yeah.
Pirate battles.
You covered Vietnam.
Sea
Exclusively.
battle. He covers the Navy. That was so who's supposed to be doing the voice of the intro to SpongeBob? It's not. Is it Mr. Krab?
It's the voice
No.
actor for Mr. Crab. I
It
don't know
is,
if it's
but is the
actually.
character-
No.
Mr.
It's like a narrator, like a.
So it's
like an
a
introduction.
unaffiliated pirate man. Because that was
Yeah.
a good.
Yeah, it was really
Oh,
good.
thank
That
you.
was a
Yeah, I
good.
appreciate that.
That was a good pirate.
I mean, it
voice.
wasn't me. It was Captain Choco.
Yeah.
but thank
And
you.
we'll thank him when he comes
I
back.
wasn't complimenting you. I was just saying to
Guy's got a good
that
voice.
was good.
Yeah, if you want to be in the
This guy's
flamingos
got
or
it.
the searchers, you could. But don't they have? Isn't Davy Jones in the show? Is that not also Davy Jones's voice, or is it a French?
From the Monkeys?
Yeah, from the Monkeys. No, David Bowie.
Is Mike Nesmith in SpongeBob now?
We have some research to do, guys. I think we should watch a bunch of SpongeBob together.
Well, look, whoever that mysteriously voiced man was, Captain
Yeah.
Choco, left a bottle with some news
Oh, yeah.
built
Break
into
it
it.
open.
Let me just smash this.
I hope it's recent.
I'm just gonna anywhere. Let's try Greg's head.
Ah,
Nyuk, 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 nyuk. That's the noise I make as I wind down from physical activity. It's a weird coincidence, and Greg makes that noise when he gets thick. Thick.
real thick.
He's putting on his pounds, so he's making that sound a lot. No, I'm the pirate.
So this candy news was actually, it was brought to us by Captain Choco, but it was suggested to us by Alex,
Oh, the other pirate.
Yeah.
the missing pirate in this whole adventure.
Would this be a Alex of the Yo variety?
This is your yo Alex. They've got Yo Crunch, Yo Fruity, and
Right.
they've got Yo Alex,
Yo Alex.
as well. Called Yo Alex because he used to say yo a lot because he's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yo.
So he even wrote the title for this one,
Whoa.
which is Tweedledee Tweedlegums.
Whoa.
Cool. And that's why I like Yo Alex.
See, this is why, I mean, I got to experience a title for the first time, and it brought me great joy because of how funny it was. This must be how you guys feel every
Oh,
single
yeah.
episode when I give you when I lay down a thick new title on
Oh,
you.
man.
It's just nice to know that I'm smarter than you.
So according to one dentist named Dr. Olivia Mason in Wellsburg, West Virginia,
Mothman Town.
what?
Mothman Town.
Is Wellsburg where the Mothman appeared?
No, I just heard West Virginia and I thought Mothman.
Is he the mountain mama?
There's no gender there.
Is the country home that bridge that he collapsed or told was going to collapse. So this Dr. Olivia Mason in Wellsburg, West Virginia, which I keep, the W and the V makes me sound like I'm lisping. It makes me feel like West Virginia.
With a West Wing.
West Virginia, who I am going to say speaks for all dentists worldwide. It is better, according to her, for your teeth to eat all your Halloween candy in one go rather than drag it out for months.
Wow. You hear that, Mom?
Yeah, Mom.
You hear that? You getting that?
Finally, science is on my side.
Dr. Olivia Hudson.
Disbarred doctor.
Found in a ditch, doctor.
4 out of 5 dentists murdered her. Dr. Mason sees an uptick in patients in the winter months because of the prolonged weeks of eating a little bit of candy at a time slowly after Halloween. It wears down your teeth.
Okay.
But if you eat them all at once, you just lose your teeth. If you eat it all at once, you brush it off. Your stomach and brain might not feel so good, but your teeth will be just fine.
Stomach and brain.
The sticky and chewy candies are the worst offenders, with chocolate being, I'm going to say it, practically good for your teeth.
What?
And your heart, according to weird articles about like why you should drink steak or drink wine and eat steak. I think you got it right.
20 reasons why everybody's eating their steaks wrong. So chocolate, it's easier to wash off of a tooth. So to all the children still listening to this podcast, go ahead and reclaim all your Halloween candy your parents took from them.
I'd take a little money if you could find some.
And tell them Dr. Mason sent you. And before you do that, watch a documentary on the Menendez.
Oh my God. The trick is to not chew your Halloween candy. It's fun size so you can just swallow it.
Eat it like an old dog.
Yeah. Just back throat. Just like knock them back.
Yeah.
No contact with teeth.
If anything, just like glue your teeth up. Elmer's glue.
If they could make candy straws so
yeah.
that I wouldn't have to harm my teeth and it could just go straight into my brain. So that's the end of candy news.
Don't forget to brush, kids.
Coming from a pirate. Practice what you preach.
I think you should have said.
matey.
Should have also pointed out that flossing is important too. I don't know.
Make sure to brush the deck with your enemies. Okay, so this episode, Greg.
Yes.
You have picked our candy.
I did pick our candy.
And it's not a Halloween. It's not
a holiday candy because I didn't know that I would be runner up or on deck for Christmas.
Yeah, but we also did our holiday this month.
Yes.
This is a Hanukkah year, so
You're right.
Yeah.
My late December candy.
But stay tuned, Candy is Dandy fans. Christmas will make an appearance next year in December.
Whoa, that's the first time ever. Because Jesus was obviously born in December. The manger was so cold. I was worried that I was picking local candies that were too West Coast.
You've been doing California.
Yeah, California candies.
Interesting.
So I asked some of my coworkers from different states, and one of them suggested I do what is called a Mid-Atlantic candy. Where she's from
Mid-Atlantic, so it talks like
Hello
Cary
there.
Grant.
Yeah, something like Cary Grant. It's called the Mid-Atlantic region. It's Pennsylvania. She's from Pennsylvania. So we're going to be eating Goldenberg's Peanut Chews today.
Okay.
This is a East Coast candy.
Yes.
It snows there. You know, Hanukkah, Christmas.
I've been dreaming of a white Hanukkah. I have seen these. I have seen these around. I have never had one, but I am aware of what these are.
Okay. Have
No
you
idea.
heard?
Never
no
seen,
idea?
never heard.
I ate them this week just to,
Of course you did, Greg.
I
This
wanted
is your
to
episode.
know, and I needed to do research, and I needed to know, is there any Colombian drugs in here? I needed to know
he
these
tested
things.
each one. As you can see, all of our wrappers are sewn back together.
So we're going to talk about Goldenberg's Peanut Chews today.
Okay. I like when there's a person's name in the candy.
Me too, except for Reese's, but all the other ones, like Peeps, like John Peeps.
Yeah. Well, no. You said, Peeps, Marshmallow Peeps.
So Goldenberg's Candy Company was founded in 1890 by David Seltzer, a Romanian Jewish immigrant who had arrived in America a decade earlier, settling down in eastern Pennsylvania and changing his name to Goldenberg.
Seltzer to Goldenberg.
Yeah. And I guess like letters were free back then and just like, oh, more letters is good.
Yeah, that's a reverse Ellis Island.
Yeah.
It's a silly island.
It's silly. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Before opening up his own store, David and his family would sell sweet treats from their porch, one of which being a chocolate-covered bar of peanuts and molasses with seemingly no name.
Sounds terrible.
Uh-oh.
So they're selling on their porch. That is until Archduke Franz Ferdinand was
What?
shot in Sarajevo in June of 1914.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to buy some.
Is that you, Archduke Franz Ferdinand? Get off my porch!
The killer caught up to him when he pulled over to buy candy. Ooh, is that candy? Pull over.
As
no one's following me.
Yeah, Archduke Franz Ferdinand was picking up his dog's droppings on this porch, and Giuseppe Principe, or whatever his name is, came and shot him. Is that his name? Something Principe? Giuseppe
I thought it was
Principe?
Principe.
Giuseppe Principe?
What's the story there? Like, didn't he like...
He missed, or he lost his chance.
He lost his chance,
and then he went to get a sandwich, and then
Franz Ferdinand had like a flat tire or something.
Or I think the like cavalcade, not cavalcade, the whatever his like whatever he was in
Caravan.
drove by as he was eating the sandwiches, and he's like, "Is that?" And then he ran out.
So, anyways, World War I is what I'm getting to. In 1917, David Seltzer, named Goldenberg, earned a government contract to supply the troops with rations, and he sent over his protein-rich, energy-supplying peanut chew bars for the boys overseas, and would do the same during the round 2 of the World War. That's the Band of Brothers one. If you don't know.
I like that one.
I like to think of it as the Pacific one.
To go back after the First World War, I'm not sure, but it seems that Goldenberg produced peanut chews solely for the war effort at first.
Oh, wow.
And when it was over, he saw how popular they were, both with the troops and anybody who like happened to get their hands on them who wasn't in the military.
Anybody who captured one of the troops.
Exactly. What's this?
Goldenbergs. I don't like that.
I better eat it to get the name away. He decided to produce them for the general public after that. It seems like
is that someone who they served under? General public?
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, lives in a wordplay under the sea.
Turn this show off. It seems like the first...
Not until you flop like a pun for me.
It seems like the first iteration of peanut chews were the dark chocolate ones, which is weird because usually the milk chocolate is the first one and dark chocolate is like an afterthought, or as far as I can think of, because I don't like dark chocolate, so it always seems like people are like, I guess dark chocolate next and then white chocolate.
Yeah, you do have bad taste.
Yeah. Dark chocolate's just like, why? Dark chocolate because it would be less likely to melt in soldiers' pockets or helmets or wherever they get them.
Okay.
Milk chocolatey, which is what they call milk chocolate.
Yeah, why do they... Who is this run by babies or something?
Yeah, they run by babies. It's the think tank. It's a think crib.
Is that what they fight with?
Under general public. Send in the think tanks.
Send in the think cribs.
More action sequences, less romance. That's how we defeated Hitler. He's back.
Oh no!
We won because we weren't kissing anybody. That's why the guy kisses the nurse at the end of it.
We won because the women character were too complicated for the men to understand. Yeah, that's weird. Like what milk chocolatey. Like, come
it's
on,
just
grow
cute.
up.
It
is cute, but
it's cute. But grow up, be a man.
Well, maybe it's
Grow
not
up.
real chocolate like the Gelt.
right. It's like chicken. CHIKN.
Yeah, milk chocolate ish. Why is it milk and chocolate in different quotes?
Milk
chocolate. So the Goldenberg factory was located in Philadelphia, funky Philly, and because of that, peanut chews have a huge following on the East Coast, which is, like I said, called the Mid-Atlantic region. Peanut chews are almost non-existent on our side of the country, as far as I know.
I feel like I've seen these, if not at Rite Aid, maybe at Michael's.
The Michaels in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
The Michaels in New York City.
In Michael Corleone's is what I was trying to say.
I mean, this has a color scheme that is kind of ignorable, which is brown on blue with white.
It's almost a crunch bar.
Oh, yeah.
Like half of it is crunch bar-y.
Yeah, I could see that. But also, like, when I went to the website, because I did not want to order these online for sure. I have candy shipped from the other side of the country. I wanted to find some in a store. So I went to, like, find a store near you that, has it. And I typed in my zip code, and the closest one was still like Colorado or something.
Oh my God.
So I have a feeling if their website isn't updated,
don't have dedication to this show.
So you're not committed, is what you're saying.
Maybe because I wonder if there's another peanut chews that I saw, because I find it hard to believe that there are two peanut chews from Philadelphia that have someone's name above the title.
Well, you said that you recognize it from the red package, which makes me think maybe the dark chocolate's out here, but I didn't, like I said, I from the couple candy swaps I went looking, and then looking online at what they sell here, that didn't seem like it was a thing. In 1930, they started being sold as 8 bite-sized peanut chews in one wrapper, because the original size is this fun size one.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah,
well done.
They have so one bar is actually several little bites.
That's really
package.
Uncommon that the fun size is the original and the dark is the original.
Yeah, I found that really strange.
Is this from the Upside Down in Stranger Things?
This was from Backwards Town.
This is what Vecna eats.
Backwards Town, PA.
Yeah.
In the mid-40s, after the Second World War, David retired from the candy game, and his children, Sylvia and Harry, killed off all the other Goldenberg's candies except for peanut chews, and they killed them off so bad, I don't even know what they were.
They killed all the Pikachus?
Yeah, they killed all the Pikachu. Detective Pikachu. Regular Pikachu. The meme Pikachu.
Promotional Mewtwo the movie Pikachu.
Yeah. Pikachu spelled wrong when Americans were trying to figure it out. They killed all the Pikachus.
Pikachu dressed like Santa Claus. Pikachu with the red cheeks. That's worth a little bit more money.
Yeah. I have one, by the way.
Oh.
Whoa,
Throw
Big
that out
Money
there.
Man
First
here.
edition, red
I was
cheeks.
talking to Mr. Monopoly.
Mr. Monopoly is a different Pokemon. He's related to Mr. Mime.
Mr. Monopoly, I choose you. And he's just like counting coins in the corner.
That's kind of
Hold on.
Meowth.
Yeah, that is Meowth.
Yeah. He's the Mr. Monopoly of the Pokemon world.
I don't know what you're... I don't know.
Dork over here.
Yeah.
What are you going out playing sports during lunch? We were playing Pokemon.
What are you, kissing girls?
We were playing Detective Pikachu. Girls didn't want to kiss you. You smell like butt from all your sports.
You taste like butt and feet with fecal matter.
You don't smell like a toilet. You smell like fecal matter mixed with human boy sweat.
Like a boy who crapped himself because he couldn't find a toilet. A toilet's respectable. At least I know where he knows where to go. The Goldenberg children killed off the Goldenberg's children killed off the other Goldenberg's candy.
Okay.
So badly that I don't even know what the other candies were.
Really? So they like strike it from the record. Wow.
Completely bombed the history. I could not figure out what these other candies were. That or this is so popular that it dominates every entry on the internet.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I don't know, like the other varieties that Reese's, to bring him back, made in his like before he settled on the peanut butter cup. Like there's only like a few that we still remember.
Right.
Well, when you're successful, everyone forgets your discretion.
Look at Bill Clinton.
Look at Bill Clinton. Look at Woody Allen. Look at Donald Trump. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at Harvey Weinstein. Look at Louis C.K.
Oh
Look
my
at Kevin
God,
Spacey.
he's got a list.
Wow. He'll
at
run out any
Costello.
day now. And then 2 days later, he's still going. That guy from the reality show that I didn't watch.
And look at Charlie Chaplin. The end.
So Harry's son, David Grandson's Carl Goldenberg, took the reins and added Chewettes to the family line.
Ooh.
They're even smaller than this? Or is that their band?
So I couldn't figure out what it's like the Ronettes. This is the Chewettes. Eventually, well, actually, 2003, Peanut Chews were sold to Just Born Candy Co., makers of the Peeps.
Yes.
Of Sanborn.
We were joking about that, and now it's true.
We wished it into existence.
Oh my God, this is like Slender Man.
Slenderman of candy. When the Borns acquired
Slender Man's peanut chews.
When the Borns acquired Peanut Chews, they learned a hard lesson from the fans not to mess with success. Just Born redesigned the wrapper, removed the Goldenberg's name, and changed the overall look. People protested this, sales plummeted, and Just Born had to go back and return the Peanut Chews to its original packaging to appease all the fans who felt betrayed.
I wonder if maybe that's what. Well, how long was this gap when they had different packaging?
Oh, that I don't know. I didn't note that. All the entries are just like
He calls himself a journalist.
you call yourself a Candyman, a news Candyman.
Well, Ferrero Rocher better take note.
Yeah,
Because of Jelly Belly.
if a single thing changes on that Jelly Belly.
Ooh.
If I don't see a picture of that Jelly Belly man in the little hat holding today's newspaper,
If I bite into a Jelly Belly and it tastes like a kiwi not grown on a certain country, I'm gonna burn the factory down.
you call this a persimmon? This tastes like a quince.
I only eat it with this many seeds in it. So to go over what a peanut chew is, the ingredients are molasses, sugar, corn syrup, peanuts, and additional ingredients, as all the videos said.
And the rest. See, molasses is what's kind of turning me off a little bit.
Well, you know what's crazy? On the wrapper, under ingredients, the second ingredient is milk chocolatey.
Coating.
Milk chocolatey coating.
You're right. Oh,
So I guess milk chocolatey really, it's almost like there should be like a trademark symbol next to it. It's like it's like finger licking good.
What if milk chocolatey is a thing? Then we just don't know.
Yeah. It's how they
Wait a minute.
They add letters to everything on the other side of the coast, an Atlantic.
Is moo juice also a real thing?
Yep.
It is also weird that the wrapper is like, it's almost wearing like a Batman cowl. Like it's half blue, half brown,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
like
yeah,
flip
yeah,
it up
yeah.
and it's brown. It
is weird.
You're
right. It is. You're right.
This candy's weird.
Yeah, you're absolutely
the
right.
molasses I'm kind of not looking forward to because that's such a strong taste.
Yeah, when you say the M word and candy,
The M word.
it's very lethal. People have died from it.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
We can't joke about it.
No, we promised that we would not joke about the molasses flood.
Wait, no. We can joke about it because it was the explosion that killed him, not the actual molasses.
Oh,
so it's
right.
funny
What?
again.
I thought it was the molasses that killed him.
No. Yeah, you're right.
that
Okay,
was
so
the integrity of the explosion.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So the explosion caused the molasses to move really fast because he
Yeah.
got scared of the explosion. So it is funny.
At the plant, which is still in Philly, first they make the center. Peanuts grown and roasted in the U.S., Georgia, and Alabama come to the factory in large 2,000-pound bags.
Wow.
And they like meet like a Don Rickles machine at the beginning, and he roasts all of them.
Hey there, Hockey Puck. Yeah.
Yeah, hockey puck.
Hey,
Hey,
your
there.
mother, yeah.
Basketball. Hey there.
Yeah.
Hockey net.
This kid. Yeah.
What country are you from? Get out of here.
We both know how roasting works. I'm just glad that both of us are able to knock off a quality roast when called upon.
What are you? Something of a person?
They use a truckload of peanuts every week. Charlie Brown, Linus, Lucy, Franklin, Piglet, all of them.
What? You got a blanket there? Yeah, get out of here. What country are you from?
This kid's covered in dirt. What is he? Where'd he come from? Dirt?
Yeah, my mother-in-law looks like your mother-in-law. Get out of here.
Peanuts, syrup, and other ingredients are mixed together in something they called a hopper, which just seems like it just continually mixes in rotation all these ingredients together. The mix is then deposited.
You don't know what a hopper is?
The hopper.
The hopper.
Yeah,
The hopper. That's where the ships dock. The hopper. The hopper.
A beautiful Philadelphia accent.
Yeah, beautiful. Flawless. The mix is then deposited onto stainless steel belts and it comes out flat, where they are then put through a coolant tunnel and then go through rollers that press to keep the peanuts down to a uniform shape and size. Assembly line candy footage, some of my favorite things to watch.
Yeah.
If that was just like white noise for the eyes, it's
Yeah.
just watching like peanuts for hours, just like move down a belt. Once flat, they are cut by machine into 27 separate long rows, and then they cut into the opposite direction, making these bite-sized shape. Once the center is down to shape, they are covered in either milk chocolate or milk chocolatey or dark chocolatey. And it's interesting how they are covered because first they move through a chocolate waterfall.
It's actually called Night Chocolatey.
God, if you were in arm's reach. God, that'd be
You
great.
pat me on the back.
Yeah, I'd pat you on the back.
You'd massage my funny bone.
Shake your head.
Good work.
Put my hand in your mouth. So it's cool how they are covered in chocolate because first they go through a chocolate waterfall, and once they're through the waterfall, they submerge into like a little water like dam, and then come back out. So all sides are filled,
This is what I wish Splash Mountain was like.
and then they're hit with air to knock off excess coating, and then they moved on to the next process. The air also gives them like a wavy little design on the surface.
Cool.
They are then taken again through a coolant tunnel to allow them to get to the final stage where they are wrapped and sealed. Peanut chews are vegan. They contain no milk or egg chocolate, which means milk chocolatey is not milk.
So it is a chicken, quote unquote,
There
sort of
it
thing.
is.
Interesting.
In 2017, any contestant who could finish the obstacle course on the Chris Gethard show was awarded 2 individually wrapped peanut chews, a candy that the comedian called underrated.
Well, if Chris Gethard,
Called something underrated, then I got to get on it.
if niche acclaimed comedian Chris Gethard says it's underrated.
Then you have to get on it. Peanut chews are also featured heavily in an episode of The Blacklist, season 10, episode 11. A character eats them.
Well, we all remember that.
We all remember. We've all seen The Blacklist. Let's eat some peanut chews.
Yeah.
Okay, so we only have the milk chocolatey ones.
Yes, like
here,
I
unfortunately.
did not order the dark chocolate because I thought the bag I was ordering had both, but it was just a picture and I should have read the description.
Well, I'll find it where I see it. When I inevitably see it in a Rite Aid before they go bankrupt, which they already have, but before they disappear, we will have a little sugar showdown or a little fun size of the dark
against
ones.
what?
Oh, the milk chocolate versus the dark chocolate.
Oh, nice.
Have you come to terms with the fact that once Rite Aid goes under, you won't have Thrifty ice cream anymore?
I don't even want to think about that.
Okay.
Like, I want to think that Thrifty's ice cream will, like, the essence of, like, when they destroy, like, the poltergeist house, like the ghosts will just, like, float up into the sky. That is Thrifty's ice cream.
The CVS on Zelza is closing.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I like that CVS.
The one
Zelza.
behind Granada Hills High School.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
closing.
weird.
Yeah.
That's where you guys used to get high, right? The two of you used to do Crystal back there?
Yeah, man.
That's actually where they used to give out free samples of they used to have a bowl at the pharmacy of peppermint patties, and I used to take them after school all the time. And now as an adult looking back on that, I'm not sure if that was a free bowl of peppermint patties.
It wasn't.
Speaking of a peanut,
It wasn't. And that's why I brought in this police officer who's been tracking you for 20 years. So Goldenberg's peanut chews.
they are like maybe, what'd you say, like an inch,
They're like
an inch.
not even as big as my pinky.
Yeah.
And I've got a really big pinky.
Yeah, we all talk about it. We all wonder if medically.
It's probably like half the size of my middle finger.
Okay.
Right?
This middle finger here? This one? I showed it every cop I ever see on the street.
Yeah. Show him your Goldenberg's peanut chew next time you see a cop and tell him Candy is Dandy sent you. That's what I show the cop who's looking for me for those free samples of peppermint patties. Okay, so everyone are ready to open this?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's open it. It looks nice.
Oh, it's got that dehydrated white going on.
Mine doesn't. Mine looks pretty fresh. Mine smells really peanutty and really... You know what this kind of reminds me of a little bit? Of course, you brought it, is a Look Bar.
Yeah.
Like it kind of looks like a Look Bar, but thicker.
If a Look Bar and Goobers got married, they would have little peanut chews.
That's adorable.
That's
and
so
I would love
cute.
to see that birth.
I'd love to see the consummation.
I'd love to see every step of this
Every
process. I want to
step
see
of
when they
flirtation,
first met, when they exchanged numbers, the first kiss. I would love to watch that. I would love to watch my fan fiction of candy companies come to life. It smells good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells, for being milk chocolatey, it smells like dark chocolate, actual chocolate. You think it's milky?
Yeah, I think it's more milky.
Okay.
And very strong peanut.
Yeah.
Really strong peanuts coming through loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so want
Let's
to take
get
our
in
first
there.
bite of this?
Oh, okay. Wow.
Ooh.
Peanut.
Yeah.
Capital P, peanut.
Oh my.
You guys have stronger taste palates than me. Do you taste molasses in this?
I taste, okay, so I thought this was caramel.
Me too.
And then I remembered it's molasses.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I don't know if I taste like molasses, but there's sort of like a maybe bitterness. Like it's the texture of caramel, but with a little bit of a bitterness to it, right?
I really like the three tastes together.
I do.
The peanuts, the chocolate, and the molasses. And the textures too. There's peanuts to make it crunchy. The molasses to kind of make it chewy.
The texture is good.
Yeah.
It is similar to a Look Bar, less chewy, more crunchy, but the molasses is a little bitter for me.
I think the peanuts are really shining here.
Yeah.
They are. This is almost like the perfect... I feel like this chew is what a Snickers wants to have,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
the flavor of Snickers is better than this.
I agree. But you're getting that boost from the caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
the
is.
caramel flavor, but it's that caramel is nowhere near as chewy as this.
No.
Maybe if they put some molasses.
The thing is, I like the chewy though. I like the chewy of this.
This is a chew. This is definitely.
Oh yeah, true to the
Bless
name.
me. Please bless
The
me.
name is a perfect name for whatever this is because it tastes like peanuts and you chew it.
Oh, I get it now.
Makes sense now.
Oh yeah, right. Peanuts.
I have a hard time detecting chocolate at all.
Yeah. I gotta have another one.
Yeah.
Well, somebody in the video went on a tour of the factory and they ate one before the chocolate was applied to it.
Uh-oh.
And he was like, it was good, but he was like, it was so dense. And what he was describing was how sticky it was.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the chocolate is there to almost break down the sticky.
like a wrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a creaminess that like coats it and helps you chew it.
I think that's why the chocolate is so essential for this. Why it's not sold as just like peanuts and molasses.
I kind of wish the peanuts were a little saltier.
Oh.
Just a touch. Don't have to go crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like they're salty enough for me, but apparently, do you get peanut butter that's salted or unsalted?
Oh man. I have no idea.
I get whatever work leaves for me.
Whichever one has Peter Pan on the label. Because I always get the Trader Joe's unsalted crunchy peanut butter. And then Melissa had some and was like, why does this taste so bad?
Why do you hate our family?
Because I guess she's used to salted peanut butter. So this...
Salt and peanuts, girl.
Yeah, she's used to, the salted peanuts like Lucy, peppermint patty. They're more salted. So the lack of saltiness is okay to me.
Okay.
It's the molasses is kind of getting to me.
I think it's still good. It's just I'm craving that
Right.
saltiness now. But I will say I ate all three.
Yeah.
So I'm liking it.
Easily.
I will say give me more. It's a really good texture. Because you do get that chew, which I really do like a chewy candy, but you also get a crunch in it.
Yeah. And it doesn't stick to your teeth.
Yeah.
Mine kind of stuck to me. I think it depends on your bite. How's your bite?
It's pretty good.
Uh-oh, Michael Shin's back.
I like that they're sold in this size because I can go through what essentially is like 4 bars.
I can't imagine eating a bigger size of this.
Yeah.
That would be too much.
It would be exhausting, but because there's several individually wrapped little ones, I can roll through like maybe 14 of these in like a day.
Damn.
Well, he just did 3.
You want 11 more?
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I think I'm moving to Pennsylvania.
That was a solid showing from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Solid showing from the East Coast.
I almost have more respect for it because they are sold in this size that they are almost like humble. There's a now we're not going to make a full bar. Like if you want more, you could buy more of little ones, but we're not going to go like a full size.
It's a unique candy in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think you're struggling with it because it's not bold. It doesn't really. It's kind of a one-trick pony.
It's a texture experience.
It's a texture experience that's mostly peanut.
Yeah, it's almost like certain pieces from a See's candy box that I avoid.
You would avoid something like this in a See's candy box?
Yeah, I would.
Wow.
I would leave this for, let's just say, dirty raccoons to eat outside.
Wow.
No, and I would never.
What's your
I would never do that to a dirty raccoon.
I like raccoons too much. What's your go-to texture for See's candy? Like they sell them.
Anything but this.
What?
Anything but this. The stuff that they like, the pre-made boxes, I don't really like most of those things. Like my favorite things, I guess, are softer in See's candy, like a Bordeaux bar or like some of the like ones that have like strawberry cream inside or something.
What's a Bordeaux bar?
It's none of your business. It's the one that has like chocolate sprinkles on it, and inside it's just kind of like a smooth mousse.
Okay, yeah.
Those are I think my favorite ones. So it's smooth. I like the smoothness.
Oh, like old people candy, like mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
you like chocolate covered mashed potatoes.
Not like Goldenberg's peanut chews. The hip young candy from Philadelphia. The Fresh Prince brought this here.
I mean, truth be told, this is kind of an old people's candy for sure.
Oh, it's old as hell.
Yeah.
This is the Jewish best friend of the Look Bar.
Yeah. Yeah. It is the Jewish best friend of the Look Bar.
Yeah. Okay, so you got these online.
Yeah, I got these on Amazon, but Goldenberg sells them on their website. If you're on the East Coast and listening, you probably are aware of where to get them and let us know.
Or if you're near a Rite Aid on the West Coast, I think.
If you're arrogant on the West Coast. Yeah, I got this online. I got a pack of, I want to say 40 for $12-13.
Oh,
40, that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you like them, right?
I like them. They were up down to like maybe 15.
You said that like you said that when I got like 60 Airheads, and you're like, oh,
that's a lot of candy.
Yeah, I'll eat them.
Back up the truck, boys. They're airheads. You know how big they are.
Well, look, if you listen to Dr. Mason from, you're doing the right thing.
And they're sold in like bigger packages. I was trying to find like the smallest amount I can get, and like the smallest amount was like a half a pound
40.
bag, which was 40 of them.
Okay, so let's write down our candy ratings of these. So out of 0 to 5 cavities, 5 being the greatest, we'll write it down on what we give this.
This one was easy for me.
Really? This one's kind of hard for me because there's a lot I do and don't like about this.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, we'll start with you, Beto, to the left of Greg.
It is a solid, peanutty, chewy candy. Like, if that's what you're looking for, if you just want like a dominant peanut flavor and you want a little chewing experience, I couldn't really taste the chocolate. The molasses maybe had a subtle bitterness to it.
I'm tasting it right. Like after I've had some water, I'm tasting more of the bitter molasses. It tastes like the death of all those innocent people. That is not funny.
Yeah, which we've agreed is not.
I wish it had a little more salt, just a touch, but it's not bold. It's not unique.
Yeah.
But it was an enjoyable experience. I give it a 2.
Cool.
Interesting. I guess I gave it a 5 on accident. It's all texture.
Yes.
This one. It doesn't taste like chocolate. So I can I almost don't even count this as chocolatey. This is not chocolatey to me.
Yeah.
So it's really, to me, just a molasses chew with peanuts in it. And I like peanuts. I don't like molasses.
Right.
Texture's good, like I said. I appreciate that they are small. That's fun.
We all agree.
We all agree small is fun.
The measurement on this is fun.
So I'm going to give it a 1.25.
Oh.
Wow.
Because
Pretty low. Kind of low.
it's but like I would never say to somebody like, yeah, get a Goldenberg's peanut chew. It feels like parts of the worst parts of a C's candy box, or like somebody ate the good part off of a piece of C's candy that I do like. Like if it was thicker, tastier chocolate, I think it would be better for me. And if it had maybe a little more sweetness in it, like you're missing saltiness.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing a little bit of sweetness in it.
It was, I don't want to say bland, but it was kind of,
Yeah.
nothing was bold or nothing stood out about it for
It's
me.
borderline savory, right? Like this is almost dinner. This is
you're eating peanuts.
you're eating
Yeah.
peanuts
You're
and
eating
molasses.
peanuts.
And molasses isn't sweet. It's just kind of like a earthy, syrupy. And peanuts are from the earth. They are nothing's.
I can prove
it. Nothing's more earthy than a peanut. So yeah, it's just kind of an earthy, savory.
Which is why I needed that salt to kind of break up that.
So you wanted to go even more into the savoriness of it. I wanted to
You
pull
want to go
away.
more into the earth.
I needed more earth.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of the
If
earth.
we could sprinkle mole people on this.
I wanted earth on my earth.
Yeah, I wanted to ascend, and I wanted to go into sweet, sweet heaven. I needed a little more sweetness from it. What about you, Mr. Peanut Lover?
I'm really happy that we're having this discussion because it means that you and I could share a C's candy box and we
Yes.
wouldn't eat each other's candy.
We wouldn't even bump fingers trying to get what we wanted.
We all know that phrase, bumping fingers. I like chewy, nutty
Yeah.
stuff. Unmedicated. Nutty, as nutty as possible. This one, both you are agreeing that it's more texture than anything else, but I really I get the sweet peanut taste. I agree with you that it could use a little bit more salt, but I like all three of these.
I like to think of you both sprinkling salt on your peanut
Little
chews.
dash. Little dash.
Gosh, why not?
I actually think I could use a little bit of tarragon in this.
little soy sauce?
Yeah.
Dip it in some wasabi, maybe. But you gave a Look Bar a 5, so this
Yeah.
is not far off from a Look Bar.
No, it's not.
Where a Look Bar is sweeter, though.
Yeah, a Look Bar is sweeter, and I like pulley, stretchy candy a lot. You can't stretch this, but you can chew the hell out of
And
it.
stretch this.
Down, 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 down.
It's the shortest song to ever make it to number 1.
I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Whoa!
Oh, okay, wait. There's been a lot of false answers given lately that people then say, "Oh, I meant this."
Yeah.
You meant something else, right?
Yeah, I meant to give it a 5.73. Was that the right direction?
3.75. That's
That's
I think this
amazing.
is a strong, and you brought it up, and I've been thinking about it. I'd been eating this all week, but I was thinking as I was chewing today in front of both of you, oh, this reminds me of all the C's candies that I like.
Ah.
what did you give it again? You gave it.
I gave it a 2, just a
Two.
plain
2.
old clean.
Even that seems high.
2. I think it's pretty fair because like middle of the road is 2.5.
Right.
So this is like a little under.
Yeah.
It's not a bad candy. It doesn't taste bad. It's just not giving us the things we want.
Yes, it isn't.
It is
I wouldn't-
lacking. It is a candy that
I wouldn't
lacks.
say it's bad either. When I go home tonight and kiss Melissa on the forehead and she looks me straight in the eyes and says, "You're my hero." That's how I demand what happens every time I come home. And if she says, "How was Goldenberg's peanut chews?" I will not say it was bad.
Yeah.
I will say Greg picked a bad candy.
Because he's a bad person.
Guys will say Greg is bad.
Greg is bad, but the candy he picks, it's not a reflection of him. He's just a bad person.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I almost can't go in either direction on it. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't fault you for eating it.
Oh, you wouldn't fault me for eating it?
Yeah, I'll allow you eating.
Wow, what a
these
hero.
things.
She's right. You are a hero. Wow. I think that I almost like that it doesn't have a bold chocolate taste where it's not a blast of like
Yeah.
chocolate. Everything keeps itself in balance and it's almost withdrawn a little bit.
Yeah.
So, do you like mochi?
Yeah.
There we go.
You don't like mochi?
He likes half a taste of stuff.
You like half good candy.
Oh man, I love but mochi is more of a texture thing.
It's another.
It is, but mochi is also not very sweet. It's
no, but you put it on sweet things to change the texture.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You've never had mochi on like frozen yogurt.
But I'm talking about like a big blob of mochi that like you're just supposed
That's
to.
one of the units of measurement of it.
Yeah,
is a
you got blob or cube.
Are we supposed to just eat big blobs of mochi? Don't we
Yes.
usually shove ice cream in it?
No,
or put
see,
it on
you're
top of
talking about
something?
like crazy American mochi. Like Japanese mochi is just a blob, like a dusty blob.
He's calling you uncultured.
And they don't put mangoes on it or
They don't put anything. Maybe they put a little hat on it, but no. There's no. It might have flavor infused in it, but there's not like chunks or juices inside of it. Like one mochi I had was actually pretty good, but it was peanut flavored actually, but it was savory. And all the mochi I've had, that's just because I've had like the ice cream mochi. That's good. That's a completely different thing because that's really sweet and I like that. But like just a dry ass mochi blob like that.
But you love butts. Yeah, remember?
No.
You turned off the mics and you kept saying, you started screaming, "I love butts," and you made all of us look up pictures of butts on our phones.
She's got a great mochi.
It's got a great aftertaste. Because mochi, as God intended, is just, it's savory. It's borderline savory. It's very lightly sweet, or like that sticky mango rice, very lightly sweet.
Mochi is like a thinking man's ice cream.
It's not ice cream. You're talking about the mochi ice cream, which is a different thing. I do like that, but just like I said, dry ass mochi blob. I think you would really like it because it is a slight chewy, savory almost sort of flavor.
It's got skin on it.
It's got skin on it.
You could eat the skin. It's not like an orange. You could actually eat this skin.
What are you guys looking at me?
You let me keep talking. Yeah.
You're talking about mochi.
Someone gonna jump in? No one. You guys are gonna leave me.
He was
hanging?
talking about eating human flesh. I figured you had something.
Don't you have a comment? I think one of us knows a little bit about a Donner Party.
Now we got to do a mochi episode.
is mochi candy or baked good?
Mochi is
Mochi's
dochi.
candy. Mochi's definitely candy.
All right.
So, would you be excited to get this on Halloween? Beto, let's start with you.
I would. It's a nice break from everything else you find in your bag that may be too overwhelming.
A Warheads.
Yeah.
A Smarties.
Wait a minute. Warheads is something that isn't too overwhelming
No,
to
that
you?
is overwhelming.
That is
Yeah,
overwhelming,
yeah.
yeah.
So maybe you pop in a few Warheads, you're like, oh man, I still want to eat candy, but I'm just not feeling a pixie stick right now.
Yeah.
So that's why you do eat the Smarties, because they're really good.
They're real. That's a blast of
They
flavor.
make anything better.
And it's a nice texture experience. So yeah.
My teeth love it.
I would be
What was the other thing that was a texture experience?
like bar.
Peeps?
No,
Was
that was
Peeps
not. That was a horrible experience. Is what that
Yeah,
was.
well, Peeps had no taste. It was only marshmallow and like the crystals.
I know there was something we had recently that was a big texture queen, but I can't remember.
Was it Haichu? Haichu had both texture
Haichu
flavor?
had it all going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, Haichu was a strong contender.
Haichu was the whole package.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about Lochu here. We're talking about Haichu.
It was somewhere between Haichu and Lochu. But so
Anyways,
I had to double check the phrasing of this question, and the word is excited. I don't think I would be excited. I would be intrigued if I saw one, but I wouldn't.
Did I walk too far from home?
How am I going to get home from this?
I might be in Pennsylvania.
Am I Halloween appling now on accident? I don't think I would be excited, but I would be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would eat it.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it would be lying at the bottom of my sack with like the Snickers and just.
If you never saw this and you saw it for the
if
first
I never
time,
saw it, yeah, of course. But now that we can't put the toothpaste back in the tube,
That's true.
and if you ask Dr. Mason, you shouldn't.
Wasting toothpaste. Put it back in the tube.
Yeah, I don't think I would be excited. I would be like, oh,
Yeah, you give it a,
interesting. But I wouldn't be excited, no. What about
Maybe
you?
we got to change the question.
Would you be, about to get this on Halloween?
Yeah, I would be very excited, and I would look at this small inch size and be like, oh, a full bar.
Yeah.
Because this is the full bar.
Yeah.
I'd be very excited to get these. They would mix well with other chocolates and candies. It's a unique taste for anything that's made in this size. Because they don't give C's candy away at Halloween, which they should. Think about it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
In a candy store. And
This is the
Halloween.
perfect size for trick-or-treating, though. Just buy some of these.
Yeah.
Go on Amazon and get a ridiculous amount of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure on the East Coast they get this all the time.
I'm sure
in
this
their,
is-
in their
That's a
Halloween.
good question. And any East Coast listeners, let us know.
Yeah.
Do you say Halloween apples, and do you get Goldenberg's peanut chews on Halloween?
They just scream trick. I've been to the East Coast. I know. Bufungu.
So now that is the meat, the savory peanut of
Yeah.
our show, and now it is time
The
for
sauce.
our pre-game. Who plugs in a pineapple? I'm going to say for this one, follow us on Instagram
Ooh.
at Candy is Dandy Pod. So here's two good reasons to.
Lay it on me.
Beat you up.
Yeah, my right fist
My
and my
left
left fist. And when I did that, I held up my left fist when I said right, and my right fist when I said
did.
left. So two good reasons.
Peanuts and chew.
Two good reasons. Me hitting the reason and the reason hitting the floor. So you can see on the Friday before each episode comes out, we post what the candy's going to be so you can get it that weekend and
that's
eat along
nice.
with
That's
us.
very thoughtful.
It is thoughtful, and we are not being paid by any of these companies to do
No,
it.
definitely are
They
not.
owe
It's
us.
almost like this whole podcast is a commercial for candies.
It is.
Yeah.
But the second reason is it's a good way to get in contact with us. A
Yeah.
lot of people send us messages and we can actually talk to you. If you want to
Yeah.
say,
Hi.
hey, I think there is a difference between butts, toilets, and feces.
Hey, I think you should have invited Greg over for Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you were right to not invite Greg for Hanukkah. Coming from
He's been in the bathroom for a long time.
this message comes to you from Daniel's fake account. But yeah, so follow us at Candy is Dandy Pod on Instagram. You'll like it.
You'll like it.
Okay.
We want to hear from you.
We
Yeah.
want to hear from you. You've heard from us.
Yeah.
Now
hear
let's
from
turn
here.
the microphones the other way. You suck. Turn the microphones back. Okay, so this is our game. This is a classic game of Is This Candy?
Oh, that's my least favorite.
Why is it
game.
your least favorite one? Because
We
you have
always
to fight.
Yeah.
No, we're not fighting. You're just all thinking. Yeah, it does always end in a fight, and that's what people like to hear. But this one, Greg is the one who had the Is This Candy.
Uh-oh.
So,
Uh-oh.
Greg, what is the candy in question that you wanted to ask us about?
Is this candy?
Oh no.
Hall's cough drops.
Oh my god. Okay, so Hall's cough drop is basically candy. In the army during basic training, you cannot eat candy. So everybody has cough drops, and we barter them, we trade
Wow,
them.
I didn't know
Yep.
that.
And so that is the closest thing to like real candy we can get during basic training. So in my heart, it's candy.
Oh, I love to hear
Okay,
that. Oh, I stand with the troops.
Suddenly, I feel the need to take a knee. Give our troops candy. When you first proposed this, I was like, oh, what an idiot. Of course, it's
What a
not
fool.
candy.
What a foolish
dummy
boy.
fool. My answer is no, it's not candy. But then when I started thinking about it, like if I was in a situation where I had no candy,
Yeah.
I found myself in many situations.
my sack of chocolate chips in the refrigerator is gone. So I really have no candy.
Yeah.
And I really needed something
Yep.
sweet. Like I was dying. I would eat a cough drop. I would have, and also that's like grandmas consider it candy. Yep. It's in their purse.
And they make so many cough drops that are basically fruit,
Yeah.
little hard fruit candies.
Little hard fruit candies. And
It's
you suck
insane.
on them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're little suckers. They're great.
What do you, so what is your official stance on this?
Oh, I absolutely.
So you do think they're candy?
Before my last sore throat, I always thought of them as cough drops and just cough drops. They're utilitarian and the taste is
Right.
only to make it a little bit better. This last sore throat only lasted a couple of days, but I bought a big bag of cough drops. Sore throat gone. I'm still just taking these cough drops.
So
yeah.
you think it's weird that I eat a bunch of chocolate chips for dessert, but Greg here guzzling menthol and
Perfectly normal.
boiling meth out of Hall's cough drops? Totally normal.
My breath is so good after I've had a mouthful.
After your teeth have fallen out.
Yeah. I asked my friend and she said, Hall's cough drops is not candy. Ricola's is candy.
Okay. So, all right. So
I like Ricola.
we
I
need
like Ricola
to.
too. Anytime they have more than 2 flavors, I'm like, oh, that's candy.
Yeah.
They're thinking about taste.
So we did polls on this and we got a resounding answer in one way. But like we have been saying with with huge caveats from almost everybody. So the poll results on Instagram, which you could vote on our Instagram if you follow us, and on the Candy subreddit, we got 149 votes.
Cool.
128 say no, 21 say yes. But here's some of the comments that we got. Depends how much sugar is in them. Not the cherry one, but the yellow ones. One person said where they live in Asia, they are marketed as candy.
Whoa.
One person said that in the military, that is candy.
Yep.
Only a psychopath would ask that question. Greg has a substance abuse disorder. Those were both from Dr. Shiloh, so she knows.
Oh, yeah, she does know. I was going to say, what does she know? She does know.
Several people recommended something called Ludens, which they feel are barely medicinal and just straight up candy, and also something called Smith's Brothers. So those are two brands that apparently are
Smith's Brothers.
Like barely any menthol in it and a lot of sugars. Also, let it be said to the kids still listening, do not eat these as candies. Between this and the candy news of eat all your Halloween candy in one go, I feel like we're sending some bad messages.
What's the bad message? Eat all your cough drops in one day?
Do take to heart what I said about the difference between butts, toilets, and feces. But yeah, so this is something that I thought was going to be cut and dry, but it was a little too dry, and I had to take a cough drop, and it made me cough.
I feel like this is one where people are like firmly in their camp, yes or no. This is like, maybe this, that. This is like, nope, it is. Or it is.
I feel like everybody understands the other side's argument.
Yeah,
because I think maybe we could use more arguments like this in the world. But because I do say it's not candy because it is medicine, but like.
But it's not like a NyQuil. Like, it's not like, it has all this stuff that's going to make you feel better.
No, that's candy. Oh, baby.
This one's just like, the coats your throat.
That's true. And as we've learned, sucking candies originally were lozenges that were just medicine.
Yeah, I was going to say, remember the pharmacy history that a lot of candies are rooted in.
Yeah.
Where they started as a tonic or a medicine or whatever.
Ginger root in it in each pharmacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that because people called out specific flavors of like the like strawberries and cream version of Ludens is I'd have to try it, but it's that mentholy taste that makes it feel like this is not something like it's like.
When was the last time you had a cough drop? Because they make so many that do not have any of that in it.
When did I last have Coven? This morning.
They got like freaking grapefruit and lemon.
Oh, that grapefruit one is so good. Yeah. Oh, I love that grapefruit one.
I guess I just tend to, because I buy like one bag of cough drops and that lasts me for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's candy?
When I do, I mean, this 1999 batch is...
this pre-9/11 bag, pretty good.
After 9/11, we turned cough drops into candy because the terrorists won. But I also tend to, when I've bought cough drops, to instinctively go to the cherry, which is like the most medicinal one.
Yeah, that one
so
is
I guess, they've gone along, there's like, Melissa got a sample of one that was like, it was a cough drop. It had menthol in it, but it was like caramel and cream.
Yep.
Oof.
That sounds disgusting. To have those two flavors with menthol in it?
No, that sounds good. No, you're wrong.
That's a good candy.
Yeah.
Let's put it to the poll. Okay. Well, so it's a 2 against 1 on this one, which means I win. So
you got the backing of all of what was it?
Yeah,
Twitter,
Reddit,
Instagram,
and Twitter.
My Reddit army is on my side. All of my incels are with me on this one,
and they don't want you to watch the Marvels either. They don't think cough drops are candy, and they don't want you to watch the Marvels. Yeah.
They do think that everything that happened in the last season of The Mandalorian is really cool.
Go find a military Reddit and post that question and see what happens.
What's your address too?
But like I said, like in a desperate situation, like being in the military, like absolutely, whatever I could take as candy, I'll call it candy.
Yeah. Morale boosters.
Yeah.
They don't even call them cough drops. They just call them morale boosters. That's our Is This Candy? So the public says no, but the majority in the Candy is Dandy recording studio says yes.
Woo-hoo. And we're experts.
Yeah.
Elected by ourselves.
And the military is on your side. So that's our Goldenberg's Peanut Chew episode.
Yeah.
Have a Molly Jolly Christmas.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in 2024.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Happy Christmas.
Freaking New Year.
Happy Christmas, Harry. And also Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year, Yolanda.
What?
Did you tack a name at the end of Christmas?
That's what they say in Harry Potter. Happy Christmas, Harry.
Oh,
I thought you were saying,
Yeah, okay.
Happy Harry Christmas.
Harry Christmas is his name.
Who's Harry Christmas?
I don't know. You said Harry Christmas.
No, I said Happy Christmas, Harry, not Happy Harry Christmas.
I heard all three.
Happy New Year's, Nancy.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's from Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I get it.
That's from Hunger Games. That's right. The equivalent of Harry Potter.
Happy Hunger Games, Katniss. And happy Hunger Games to all of you. Not even.
Now run.
Nobody will survive, not even a mouse.